Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill. I am a certified trainer, practice group leader, and very happy practitioner of Spring Forest Qigong. So grateful to be with you today. And we're bringing in peaceful understanding for our intention overall, plus all of your intentions. And we'll have a beautiful and powerful practice again today. All right, so we're going to start with our feet shoulder hip distance apart. Tip that a little bit. Okay, so start with your feet shoulder hip distance apart. Elbows are out a little bit, fingers are open. Your knees are slightly bent. Sink down into the knees a little bit. Spine nice and straight, smile on your face. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Connect to the earth. Feel the loving, grounding, peaceful energy of Mother Earth coming up through the bottom of your feet, knowing that you're a citizen of this planet. Start to notice and be aware of every part of your body and your energy centers. The lower dantian, the middle dantian, upper dantian, feeling coming out of the top of your head, some connection to the universe and following it up to a beautiful sun, so brilliant, so bright, so nourishing, filled with the love of everyone you've ever loved and everyone who's ever loved you. Coming back down, softening your shoulders, you're just melting and gets to your heart, and then that joy starts to bubble up and you start to bounce from your knees. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, slowly, deeply, and gently. And to help you do that, follow your out breath for 2 or 3 breaths all the way to the end, and just trust that you're going to breathe in again. And you'll notice how much more full your lungs can expand, or how much more your lungs can expand with the following breaths in. And how everything starts to calm down, to soften, like you're chocolate and you're just in enough heat to start softening without totally melting. Like I was thinking about chocolate already this morning. Okay, keep going while I say good morning. Good morning to Joanne. Good morning to June. Good morning to Lynn. Good morning to Alicia. Good morning to Patricia. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's take our hands over our head and we'll start bouncing with our hands over our head for 5 minutes to live to 100, and let your hands just flap the wrist. Now remember, it's good, better, best. So if you're down here today, excellent, that's good, or your best, you see, and then up higher and higher and higher. And if you can get those elbows over the shoulders, really stimulate your heart and lungs, and even higher is awesome, awesome, awesome. Clearing the cobwebs around the head. Let's wake up the chi and get it flowing, and um, clear out any extra energy you no longer need floating around the top of your head, so you can think clearly today and understand peacefully. Got peaceful understanding. I'm not exactly sure how that will unfold in our practice and in our day, but it seems like a good goal to go for. Peaceful understanding. That could mean that you're learning new things and it's easy. Peacefully having the cogs get into place. And they're like, oh yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Easy to understand. So if you're learning something today, that sounds good. Peaceful understanding. Perhaps it's interactions with other people. Hi, Shelby. And you may not understand what someone's saying so much, or may not agree, let's say, with where someone's coming from. But if you have this peaceful understanding governing or influencing some kind of interaction, that can only be good. All right, beautiful. We've got about 2 more minutes, so I'll allow you to bring your focus inward, noticing your bouncing, noticing the vibration coming in, waking up the chi in all the different parts of your body, the different systems, your liver system, helping you with the emotion of happiness, the heart system with joy, stomach system, the stomach, the spleen, the pancreas, and peace, the lung system, so many parts. You've got the large intestine, your skin, your sinuses, the lungs, of course, the nose, bringing contentment, and the kidney system, the water element, bringing you gratitude. And you bring gratitude in too. So not only do these systems, when you're focusing with peaceful understanding, ha ha, that you get these and you also give them. So bring in happiness today. Bring in joy. Bring in peace with your intention. Bring in contentment. Bring in gratitude. Master Lin says, with all your interactions, have in front of you, um, project love. So we're projecting love and peaceful understanding. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, we'll do that. Release your hands down to your sides and go side to side. Open, open, open. Oh, my spine says, what was I doing yesterday? Should have done some more cows and cats before bedtime. So something got excited in there, so we need to peacefully understand and release. Shelby says, peacefulness that comes with understanding that we are all imperfectly perfect humans. Shelby, you are just awesome with the wisdom and the way you phrase things. Just beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Yipeng. How are you? Hi, Christine. What else we got? Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone who's here now, who's here another time. So grateful for your chi, for your love, for you practicing with us. All right, let's take our shoulders and lift them up to the ears. Head goes back. Scrunch back a little bit. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Release the shoulders down. Know your ascending spinal fluid, so physical part, up into the brain to physically help your brain. And also the chi is going there to help as well. So we've got both sides, yin and yang, getting a good boost of healing in our brain. Do a second one. And continue to breathe. Continue to have your tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Release down. Knees still are bent a little bit. We want to make sure throughout the practice we do have a little bend in the knees. We're going to do one more because we need, when the knees are locked, let's release that down, then the chi can't flow. So that's a time you lock your knees, and then if you're doing this and the chi's going up and you're getting a little lightheaded without the chi going down to the ground, you might go down to the ground. So let's keep our knees a little bit bent. Okay. Hi, Maria. Happy to see you. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Continue with our active exercises, remembering the bouncing and the active exercises are waking up our chi. We're getting it flowing. We're starting to cultivate more chi for our day. So right now we start with the cheekbones. Open, open, open. All blockages gone, completely healed. Beginning of the eyebrows. Open, open, open. All blockages gone, completely healed. Cup the top of our head. Cup the base of our head. Come down to the C7 and massage this in a circular way or with a pinch and release. You could use one hand or two hands or switch around. And it probably is already feeling pretty loose and happy from our shoulder shrugs. Okay. Clap our hands to stimulate the heart. Cup the inside of the left elbow. Okay, I've lost count. Right side, underarm, left side. And the right side. Window the lungs. And the right side. Hi, Pam. Let's do two more sets. So clapping for the heart. Elbows, inside elbows for the lungs, and then the heart again. And of course this is somewhat simplified. Because these points help this whole area. Okay, one more set. Let's do one more. Hi, Dorothy. Inside left elbow. Right side. Underarm. And then the right. Window of the lungs. Awesome. Take a breath. And out. Long exhale. When we exhale, we're detoxifying. I'm still exhaling. Take another breath in. How does that feel? Breathe out. Excellent. See how your breathing is detoxifying? So we were doing the some of that tapping and cupping, and then we put in that extra breathing in and out, releasing that breath out, and I noticed how much I got to exhale in those. And I don't know if you had the same experience. But listen to your system. Tap your tailbone. When you feel you need to take a breath and release it out, absolutely. Because we're with this active exercises, we're detoxifying. We are bringing in new chi. And in order, right, we learned about that. You got to exhale first, right, to inhale. Same thing with with detoxifying. We release out, then we can bring in new chi. We can bring in new healing, new health and wellness. Cup the top of your knees, reach around to the backs, both sides left, right. Come up on the toes, down on the heels. Thursday already. Oh my gosh. You're right. Dorothy's saying happy Thursday. I'm just going to do this just for a second because I want to see. And yeah, I'm noticing that I think that extra breathing out, those couple breaths. Let's try it again. Breathe in and feel like your whole body is just expanding out in all directions as you breathe in. And then release out. Now, if you're already to the point where you don't need to exhale through your mouth, breathe in again. Um, that's awesome too. But if you feel that breathing out through your mouth is right, then definitely follow that. Just meaning you have a little bit more to detoxify. And then when I was breathing out, it wasn't the same as, right before we did that um, the last cycle of things. So that one was really, I needed to breathe out. And then I went and tried this, right? And then it was easier. So my back saying, yes, released. So that might have been a bit confusing, but listen to your body. If you need to breathe, breathe how you need to breathe. There we go. All right, awesome. So that's our active exercise. Let's get into the beginning of the universe position with our feet shoulder hip distance apart. We're going to bend the knees. The elbows come out. Shoulders are just softened. They're like a little melted. They just come down and nothing. Just release any tension. Just say, okay, everybody take 5. Elbows are out. Now stretch your fingers and toes. We're going to activate the fingers and toes to activate meridians in the body. And when you're ready, you'll release those too. But allow your attention to have like a part of an eye with attention in the fingertips and the tips of the toes. Let's say that better. The fingertips and the tips of the toes. And feel yourself start to lift. So we're going to go on a little roller coaster ride together. And we're slowly going up the roller coaster and release. This is a fun roller coaster. It's very easy. If you like ones that are steeper, you're in a steep one. If you don't, you're on a little teeny kitty one. Okay. And we're going up. And then there we are at the top. And then we're all like, oh no. But guess what it feels like? So it starts to go over. And your body stays where it was because it thinks it should be at this level as the car comes down. So you're having that feeling of lift. The feeling of like, I used to watching, a basketball player where they somehow just hang in the air. Michael Jordan, it was just amazing just to watch him. And there are so many examples that you might have of this lift, or like you're running and you've got a kite and it just picks up the air and then you just are able to let go of the string as it's pulling out and it's lifting and it's beautiful. And that is the feeling that we want to feel, that as we go in between being and not being. Say the password, I'm in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because if we're part of the earth, we've got that string holding us down. And if we're the part of the universe, we're floating up. We're part of both. And when you're in that place, the healing just happens so easily, So connect to what's most divine for you and ask for what you want from your practice today. I am so grateful I start working on the machine for my through Thrive to start to use the tools that they have to help me to help others, whatever it might be. And what do you feel now? Where is the chi? Is it circulating? Is it pulsing? Is it going uh, in one place? And we're going to really slowly move our hands. We'll take our right hand in front of our chest for a moment, and then the left hand in front of the lower dantian. Our palms are facing our body. And allow yourself to feel that, because now we are, by doing this, we are actually helping to direct the chi in a certain pattern. When Master Lens created these, which is just coming to me now, um, and he's making this practice for us, he's helping us to move into positions and use positions to help to bring back balance, which I mean, I kind of knew it, but I feel it a little bit more today. Definitely a lot more. Um, and so feel the light coming from the palm of your hands to your middle dantian and your lower dantian. How's that feel? And now let's just move it. We're just going to have a little bit of interesting exploration in our practice today and bring our hands in front, like when we start with the second movement, breathing in the universe, or when we're doing joining of yin and yang, when we do that, like that one. And feel what the chi feels like here. And if you're new and you really don't feel the chi, or if you've been here for a while and you're still not feeling chi, that's okay. Just allow yourself to experience whatever you experience. And now we're going to drop the hands down and bring them up over our heads, okay? Bring them up over our heads. And so I try to make that a little nicer. There we go. I have a wall in the way. Okay, so your hands over your head like you're holding a giant beach ball. I'll come back a little bit. And we're going to do connecting heaven and earth. So we've got our hands up, our fingers are like plugged into the universe, and our feet are grounded down into the beautiful ground. So breathe in and allow your body to bend at the knees, or lower at the knees, that's better, as you breathe in. And then when you breathe out, you're going to allow the muscles of the legs to bring the body up a little bit and go down just as far as is comfortable for you, and then come up without locking the knees. And we try to keep our hands up the whole time. So in the beginning, you know how we feel the earth underneath our feet going through us to the universe and back. That's what we want to do with this whole movement. Just feel ourselves in between heaven and earth. We're the connection, we're the pipe, we're the rainbow. Or the pipe where the rainbow's going through. Doesn't, yeah, how do you want to think about it? Use your visualization, your feeling. And feel peace coming up from the earth through your body, cleansing you, releasing out to the universe bringing down peace, coming through your body, your chi field, cleansing you and down into the earth. So it's like you're with, okay, this is cute. So, you know, they have all the cute videos that you can see of cats and dogs and whatever. So it'd be like mama dog, papa dog, and baby dog's getting puppy's getting licked from both sides, just like nuzzled and, you know, cooed. But not only that, you're not only getting the um, nourishment from the heaven and earth, that's your gift from the universe and from the earth. But you are bringing a gift to the earth and the universe by allowing that communication through you. Does that make sense? All right, we've got about 2 minutes, so just enjoy it. Feel what you feel. Continue to breathe. Breathing in and out through the nose at this point, if you can. Brings the mind back into our little hammock, watching what's going on. If this is a bit hard on your arms, of course you bring them down. It's good, better, best. So they can be up, they can be goalposts, one up, one down. Just bring them back up when you can. And if you're starting to get tired, change your focus to the feeling of peace or the feeling of that lightness when we were doing the visualization of just going over the top of the roller coaster. And then we'll release our hands down. So turn your hands outward and then just slowly bring them down. And see if you can feel the chi you've cultivated in your chi field, resisting, having your hands kind of have a resistance to coming down. Like you're going through uh, cotton balls or something like that. Awesome. How beautiful. All right. Well, that's working out very nicely. All right. Now, just take a breath in and out, couple breaths. Allow yourself to feel the chi flowing in your body before we harvest. So now we're going to harvest the chi. So bring everything and invite it all to come as a ball of light in the lower dantian. Gratefully open up that space, allow it to spin as a ball of light, and it's going to get smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter, and this is giving you so much for the day. And that peaceful understanding is all swirled up inside. And it goes faster and faster, it gets smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, until it turns into a tiny little energy field. We rub our hands together and then just rub our face and our ears to bring ourselves out of that deep meditation. Because even though you might not think it, you really were getting into a deep meditation. So especially if you're going to go and get in the car, we want to make sure we're grounded. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, one giant 10,000 hands, thanking the universe and accepting all the gifts, of the universe. You've got 10,000 hands plus yours. And maybe you're just, I'm just getting boiling hot here. This is interesting. And then we take our hands together, place them on the top of our head, accept those gifts, bring them on down, feel them coming through your chi field, becoming part of you. How about that? And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I send you many, many blessings. I look so forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And I just hope you have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.